That's what we are hanging out doing all the time. One thing you're going to see the men of the Lord how they're doing is, work. Right. Give me this. Because you're never going to get the truth in the church. Look at Luke, chapter 14, verse 22.
Bring it out.
23. And the Lord said unto the servants, go out into the highways and hedges.
That's why you see about him getting his body, because the Lord said what?
Go out into the highways and hedges.
And compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
So, we are here. We don't want out of business. That's our job, my brother. You got any questions on anything? What's your nationality? What? We're going to have to go through these verses again. Sister, who are we according to the Most High God?
That's right.
Praise to the Most High. We the Israelites, brother. They're going to fly. We got music and show on there, brother. We got a bunch of video.
I want to see your hands up. Cut out.
We'll be out here on Saturday morning, 4:30.
Nigga, you want to get up there?
First and foremost, give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High God, Yahweh, in the name of the Most High Son, Yahweh, right? We are Psalm 114. Right?
Verse 1.
Book of Psalms, chapter 133 from the top. Oh. Behold,
So
how good and how pleasant it is for brethren. For what?
For brethren.
To dwell together in unity. Right? Read it again. Book of Psalms, chapter 33. Sorry, Book of Psalms, chapter 133 from the top. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Right? So it's beautiful for us to dwell in unity. That's why we calling our people back. Hear the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God. Hey, this is what we're supposed to be doing in these last days. Let me get the book of Ezekiel chapter 7. Right? Because we're in the end. Right?
Right. Let me get it's the book of Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 2. Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord God unto the land of Israel, an end. The end is come upon the four corners of the land.
The what?
The end is come upon the four corners of the land.
Because we are in the end, man.
Right.
And we are supposed to understand, man, that in these last days, we're supposed to be coming back together, learning our nationality, man.
Right.
Learning who we are, man. Right? Our people talk about they believe, they sanctify, filled with those drugs. Let me get the book of Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 22. Talk about they believe, so on and so forth. Don't keep no commandments.
Right.
It makes no sense, man. Professing with their mouth alone, but their works, their heart is far from the Most High God.
Right? Book of Jeremiah, they grow. Yea, they bring forth fruit. Thou art near in their mouth. Thou what?
Thou art near in their mouth.
Y'all people love to profess that they believe in the Most High God.
Right.
Y'all people love to profess that they saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Spirit.
Right.
However,
And far from their reign.
but the Lord is far from their reigns. We all know that the reigns, that's the seat of the village, man.
Right.
When it comes down to it, they're gonna practice what they learned live. Get that in Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 2.
The book of Malachi chapter 2 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
Ye have word the Lord.
You have what?
Ye have word the Lord.
You are wearying the Lord, right? Read.
With your word.
With your what?
With your words.
Because your words is far from the Lord, man.
Right.
You speaking whatever comes to your mind with imagination, man. Right? Your conversation, our people's conversation is not human, man. Right? That's why we're trying to call our people back, man. Right? We're trying to bring our people back to this understanding, right? Read.
Yet ye say, wherein have we wearied him?
And that's why they so mad? Why y'all screaming at everybody? It's y'all delivery, so on and so forth. Hey, the Lord is weary, so we weary.
Right.
We tired of hearing our people speak foolishness, man. Bring it up.
When ye say, everyone that doeth evil is good in the sight of Yahweh.
Everyone that doeth evil is what?
Is good in the sight of Yahweh.
And what do our people? Our people love the so-called white man, right? They love those who practice evil. Somebody came up to the brother, ran all the way across the street, said, "Why you cussing? Why you using profanity?" Because the brother was bringing out the words in a weary spirit, man, right? And he said, "Why you cussing?" Look, all the while watching naked women walk burnt, right? Ain't had nothing to say, right? Read that again. That part again.
When ye say, everyone that doeth evil is good in the sight of Yahweh.
Eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. And
in the sight of Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Everyone is good. That's what you're saying. We're eating whatever you want, right? When the Lord say, don't do this, you do. You go exactly what the Lord orders, right? And this is why we're trying to make our people understand these things. These things will lead you to death.
Right. And he delighteth in them, or where is the eye of judgment?
You see that? He delighted, and that's what our people saying. Oh no, he liked your pastor up there with no beard on his face, full of pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, right? Telling you, hey, I'm saying sanctified, and I'm called by the Lord.
Talk to him.
Hey, hey, these people gonna be destroyed.
Right.
We are the ones that's supposed to be standing before you, telling hey, sisters,
y'all
y'all
gotta
got to go hear the word of the Lord. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, sisters. Learn your nationality, right? Where you are according to scripture, right? So I got a question. Did you know that the Lord has a chosen people? Did you hear? Chosen person, okay? Well, he has a chosen people. I'm going to show you that in the scripture. You believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to 2 Chronicles 13. Right? I'm going to show you what the Bible
It's the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 13.
Read out.
O ye seed of Israel.
Oh, you see the who?
O ye seed of Israel.
Seed is going to your children, right? It's going to come, right? Seed of, go ahead.
O ye seed of Israel, his servant. Ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones.
What?
His chosen ones.
So the Most High God has a chosen people. Who are those chosen people? So the Bible is the children of who? Children of Jacob. Children of Israel. That's right. These chosen ones, right? Read this. Book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 22.
Read out.
And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son. Is my
Israel is my son.
Even my firstborn. Even my what?
Even my firstborn.
See, to be the firstborn, that means that you're set apart for the Lord.
Hold it for me. Hold it for me. Not a whole bunch.
Exodus chapter 13 and verse 2.
Yeah.
Sanctify unto me.
Sanctify unto me.
Sanctified is more than you being chosen, set apart. Anointed, read.
Sanctify unto me all the firstborn.
All the what?
All the firstborn.
Read that again, King. Refresh that for the sister.
Sanctify unto me.
This one. You, brother.
Book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 22.
Come on.
And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel.
Who? Israel. Israel
Is my son. Even my firstborn.
So the firstborn sanctified holy unto the Lord. Right? Read. Any more on that?
And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me.
So the only people that can serve the Most High God is the children of who?
Jacob.
Children of Jacob, children of Israel. His name was changed to Israel, okay? So, Lord has a chosen people. Now, I want to show you something. Because, think about it. What do you call yourself? What's your nationality? What do they call you here in America?
African American.
What did they call your ancestors when they brought them over here as slaves? Did they bring them and treat them well and kind of, what did they call them? What word? Huh?
Negro.
Negroes, what's the derogatory word? I want that. Who?
Niggas.
We say niggas, not us, but you know what I'm saying? Give me that hard R. What they called us? Nigger. Right? Derogatory word. I want to show, that is a cursed thing.
Right.
for us to be called such a thing.
That's right.
I want to show you something, right? I want to show you who you are according to Scripture. They call you black. They call your ancestors nigger, right? They call us every evil thing under the sun. But I want to show you, right, that this was something that was prophesied to happen to the children of Israel. So I want to show you who you are according to Scripture. Because you call yourself black. I used to call myself black.
That's right.
Black is a color, right? This shirt is black. I'm very dark, but you know, there's some brown. There's this brown, right? You see what I'm saying? If I was all black, that'd be a scary thing. But hey, we're brown. We're different shades of brown. Let me get into the Scripture. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 from the top.
Deuteronomy,
It shall come to pass
30 and 1.
if thou shalt hearken diligently.
If you listen very closely, let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. If you shall listen diligently, let me bring this to you real quick. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Hold on.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse.
I want to show you further how the Lord thought of the children of Israel. Hear this.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it up.
For thou art an holy people.
Israel is what?
For thou art an holy people.
So he's saying the children of Israel are holy. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
There you go again. He chose a people. Read.
To be a special people.
Special.
Unto himself.
Come on.
Above all people.
Above all people. That sounds like racism, right? But the Lord created the children of Israel to be what? Above all people. Right? Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Read.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number.
Mm-hmm.
Many people. Ye were the fewest of all people.
Read.
Because the Lord loved you.
Because the Lord what?
Because the Lord loved you.
That sound like that. Hey, that sound like what they say. For God so loved the world, right there.
Right.
Lord, He loved us. That was His original plan, to love us, to put us above all people.
That's right.
Now I'm about to go and show you back in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. Right? Or start at 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 from the top.
Read it out.
It shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently.
So that's continuing. For those holy people, if you were to listen diligently, closely,
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
come on,
To observe and to do all his commandments.
to observe and to do what, sister?
All his
Commandments, rules, what He set up for His people, His chosen people. Read.
Which I command thee this day,
Come on.
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
He said the Lord, thy God, your God, our God, the children of Israel's God. He's going to set you above all nations of the earth. That was the plan, yes? That's what the Bible is saying. Jump to 15.
Verse 15.
Go to 45 and
But it
46.
shall come to
28,
pass
28
if thou
45,
wilt
46.
not hearken
28.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't listen. Now he's saying, if you do not listen to what I'm telling you. This is Moses talking to the children of Israel. He said, if you do not listen,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee today, that all these curses,
all these what? All these curses. Curses. Is it a good thing or a bad thing, sister? Bad thing. All these bad things
shall upon thee and overtake thee.
Read.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 45. Moreover, these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee.
Pursue you. You ain't getting away from it.
And overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Till thou be what?
Till thou be destroyed.
Hosea 4 and 6.
Because.
So he said, till thou be destroyed. If he gave you the law, statutes, and commandments, you decide not to follow them, right? You're going to be destroyed. That was our wisdom and our knowledge amongst the nations. Give me that. That's the law. That's what the law, statutes, and commandments were. It was in Deuteronomy 6, 4 and 5. 6 and 4. Read.
4 and 5.
4 and 5. Come on.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Here we go.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So did you think that the children of Israel kept those commandments based off of what we just read? They didn't keep it. They rejected the knowledge of the Lord. Read that.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5.
Read it out.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it.
Read.
Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom.
This is your what?
This is your wisdom.
So those law, statutes, commandments that he gave them, that he gave the children of Israel, they did not keep them, right? That was their wisdom. That was their understanding amongst the nations. They rejected that knowledge. So what happened? Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28:15 or 28 and 46. Bring that up.
Right.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, expounding on them curses. Watch this.
In verse 46, and they shall be upon thee.
And that, when he say and they, talking about the curses, they shall be upon you
For a sign.
for what?
For a sign.
For a sign. How do you know that that's not McDonald's right there? Because there's a sign, right? So a sign directs you, leads you, right? Guides you, right? He said that these curses are going to be upon you for a sign, right? So I'm going to point out some of these curses. Let's get into it. All right, Rick, finish that out.
For a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed.
Now, what does seed mean again? Your children that come forth from out of you. It said these curses are going to be upon you and your. He's talking to the people that's there, presently hearing Moses right there, and he says it's going to be on their what? Their children. Read.
Upon thy seed forever.
For how long?
Forever.
So these people are going to consistently be cursed, right? We're going to find out what consistent curses are upon the children of Israel. And then we're going to identify who the Lord's chosen people are today. Who got these signs on them? All right, y'all ready? Deuteronomy chapter 28, and let's go to verse 17 or 16.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16.
Bro,
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
cursed shall thou be where?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Right? Cursed shall you be in the city. Oh, check it out. What do you see right here, sister?
That shit was fucked up.
Right? Cursed shall you be in the city. These are killings of the so-called black man from the times of segregation, right? Even to now. Killed in the street unlawfully, right? Check me out. We got post-slavery lynchings, right? Right? Emmett Till. So you know about this history, right? So it should be very okay, all praises. So now that's right. So you about to make our job very easy. So check it out. Scriptures say, cursed shall you be in the city. In the city, where did they lynch us at? Well, did they lynch us in the middle of nowhere? Where they lynched us at? Where did they sick dogs on us when we was in those places, right? Trying to get equality. Where did they sick dogs on? In the city. Cursed shall you be where?
In the city.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So cursed in the city. Do we receive the best jobs? Do we have to work harder than everybody else?
That's right.
To receive just to keep the little that we have? Cursed shall you be where?
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Right? Where do we live? Do we live in the nicest places? Cursed shall we be where?
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Come on.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So you can look at it, when you go to college, they say what job field you're going into, right? Because you got to work harder than everybody else, right? You don't control not one resource. Resources mean a lot, right? Countries stand by their resources. What resources do the so-called black man control? Not one, right? Cursed shall you be in the field. What? In the on the plantations, right? Yeah, come on. Look at that. So you know what we was doing in the field. Check me out right there. That picture right there. Right there. See that? That's the field. Who was in the slave fields? Who was in the cotton field? I mean, that's right. What about sugar cane? You see that? We worked them fields.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Scripture say, what? Cursed shall you be in the city, cursed shall you be in the field. Right? Go to the book of Deuteronomy 28:54. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 54.
Right?
So that the man that is tender among you.
The man that is what?
The man that is tender among you.
Tender is going into what? Caring. You care for your brother. Right? When you have tender possessions, when you're moving, you got all your glass, you deal with it with care, right?
That's right.
So he said the man that's tender among you, that ain't talking about, that P. Diddy stuff. It's talking about, right, that the no Diddy, right? It ain't talking about that. It's talking about somebody that actually used to care for their brother.
That's right.
Read.
And very delicate. His eyes.
His what?
His eyes.
His who?
His eyes.
Hating, right? Right? We make money off of that. We make what? Music off of it?
Movies.
Drill music. We make movies off of it. Come on. Competition with each other. Your brother. That's in the same mess you in.
That's right.
It says the man's eye shall be what?
Evil towards his brother.
Towards his who?
Towards his brother.
Towards his brother. Consistent curse. That's only on who? What people? That's it. They use that hatred that they have for you. That mean that you have for your brother. They use it to make music. Millions of dollars.
That's right.
Off of this very thing, this very curse right here. Right? Read.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward the what?
And towards the wife of his bosom.
You got all these podcasts coming up. Black man don't want to be with the black woman. Black woman don't want to be with the black man. Read that again.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Because that's a conversation amongst blacks. Why the black man go and make this money and he want to marry her? Why that successful black woman go marry the so-called white?
I just watched a video about it, and they were talking about how black men don't want to marry black women anymore because it reminds them of the trauma that they've been through.
Hey, you see that? So this is very prevalent. Bible said that's a curse that's going to be on the children of Israel, right? Give me 32. This brother, give me 32. Rest right there.
Verse 32.
Come on.
Thy sons and thy daughters.
Thy who?
Thy sons and thy daughters.
Come on.
Shall be given unto another people.
All right, so that's CPS. But let's get a little bit more darker. When you go back to slavery, look, check this one out. Come close. Hear this. See this.
See that?
What is this? What is that? What is that?
Baby get fed to the animals.
Have you ever? You heard of this?
Yeah.
So this happened.
That's how they caught them.
Right.
Gator bait.
Wow. See that? How old are you, sister?
See that right there?
Man,
She got
who got you to pay attention to all these things?
Well, I used to go to church growing up, and then as I got older, I started playing sports. I didn't really have time for it. So I was taking African American study classes, history classes, just extra electives that had to do with history because that's what I enjoyed.
Yeah.
And I just really did my own research. My mom bought me books on it, whatever I want to do. This is what I'm into.
That's what's up. That's all praise to the Most High. Con? Right? So, that's a beautiful thing that you knew of this, right? So, they used to feed our babies to alligators. Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
That's what our enemies, right? They took our children, sold them to other plantations. Read it again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
The mama wanted the baby, right? Get back. Probably beat her. You know what I mean? Like what?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Consistent. This is consistent. A consistent curse that's only on us. Nobody else can lay claim to these things. Only the servants of the Lord went through these. Their forefathers and them themselves went through these things.
CPS.
You see what I'm saying, sister? CPS, right? Our kids are the ones getting taken the most.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Right? Right. But also the so-called natives, so-called the Mayans, Aztec, Incan people that was dwelling here beforehand, the same thing happened to them. Raped in front of them. Children was taken. You see what I'm saying? Right. The Bible is pointing these things out. Right. So I don't know what your pastor was teaching you, but this right here is consistent.
I have a study Bible and I have a regular. So I read the regular, and when I don't understand something, I go to the study Bible and reread the part I didn't understand. And I do this every night.
Hey, how's your understanding right now with these few things that you heard?
I understand it because you're reading it to me. It's like a comprehension thing, but I can't read it to myself and comprehend without my study Bible right now.
That's okay. The scripture actually tells you in what was it, Acts 8:31 or Acts 8:31? Yeah, that you have except some man teach you and guide you, right? I want to show you these things. Where you at? Stay where you was at.
Actually, can we go get food and then come back?
Well, hold on, sister. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna speed this up for you. We only need a few minutes for you. Let's speed it up. Deuteronomy 28:68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Come on.
You should know this.
Right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Come on.
With ships.
With what? With ships. Exodus. Right? I'm going to bring you to Egypt again. What were the children of Israel doing in Egypt? Why did Moses come back? Why did Moses go to Egypt? I mean, to Pharaoh and say, let my people go. What were they doing? It's a specific word. Because if they tell you that you was working, you're going to be like, nah, y'all, we work today because we get paid and all this and the third. What were they doing? in Egypt. Let's show her.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse
Give me
2. I am
Judith
the
5
Lord
and
thy
11.
God,
Come on.
which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of where?
Out of the land of Egypt.
Right. This is a similitude. Egypt is actually a definition. We're going to define what Egypt means according to Bible. Go ahead.
Out of the land of Egypt.
Come on.
Out of the house of bondage.
What does Egypt mean?
Out of the house of bondage.
What's another word for bondage? Read.
It's the book of Judah, chapter 5 and verse 11.
Yeah.
Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up
The
against
king of who?
The king of Egypt.
That's the Pharaoh I was asking you about. Go ahead.
Rose up against them.
Come on.
And dealt subtly with them.
Yeah, what's subtly with them? Read.
And brought them low.
Brought them what?
And brought them low.
Come on.
With laboring in brick.
Brought them low with laboring in brick. I'm going to give you another chance. What were they doing?
Working their ass off.
I want a specific word.
And made them slaves.
And made them what?
And made them slaves.
And made them who?
And made them slaves.
And what were we? And made, come on.
And made them
slaves. Uh-oh. Go back to 68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What does Egypt mean?
The house of
The house of bondage. And what's another word for bondage?
slaves.
Slavery.
There you go.
He said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again, bondage, slavery.
With ships.
With who? With ships. With what?
With ships.
Because they walked out.
And ships.
They walked out. So spiritually, what is this Egypt? If you're going to go to it on ships. What other people went into? But what the Bible said, that's going to happen to who? Israelites. Black is not a nationality. So what? African American is not a nationality.
That's right.
Africa was named after what? Africa was named after Leo Africanus. It's a white man. And America was named after America's Vespucci. Right? Give me Psalms 49:11. So think about that, sister. The scripture is telling you that the children of Israel is the only people that will go into slavery on ships. So what does that make you? Huh? One of them. Well, who are the them that we're talking about? The children of who? So what does that make you? Are you black? When you sitting here lighter than me, you black? I'm not. The Bible just told me what I am. What are you?
Come on.
Now you got me confused.
Read the 29 and 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Listen. The Most High God is talking to the children of Israel. Name me. I'm going to see if I can just ask you a question. What other people have been brought into hard bondage on ships? Their children taken from them, right? A man has evil eye against his brother here. This is said that was going to happen to the children of Israel, the chosen people of the Most High God, right? Then we read to you today that the children of Israel are going to have an evil eye. Their children is going to be taken from them, right? Hey, Leviticus 26 and verse 17. Watch this. One more, I'm going to give you another one. Another curse. Here's. But you got to tell me this before you leave, right?
Chapter 26 and verse 19.
Come on. Right. 17. 26 and 17. Hear this, sister.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 17.
This is expounding on the curses. Read.
And I will set my face against you.
Right? Because they didn't listen, right? Did they listen to the law, statute, commandments? Keep them diligently? Read.
And you shall be slain before your enemies.
You shall be what?
And you shall be slain before your enemies.
You shall be slain before your enemies.
Right.
You see that? Children was gathered around while our people was lynched, sister. Things that you studied, right? But the Bible is telling the children of Israel this is what's going to happen to them. Right. And it's going to be up on their seed forever. Generation to generation to generation. Keep going. Hold on.
They hate you.
They that what?
They that hate you.
No, the white man love me.
They that hate you.
The Chinese man love me.
They that hate you.
They that what?
They that hate you.
Come on.
Shall reign over you.
Shall what?
Shall reign over you.
Now I'm a king.
Shall reign over you.
I have my own resources.
Shall reign over you.
Hey, my black face is on that dollar.
Shall reign over you.
The chosen people, these nations going to reign over you. You see what I'm saying, sister? Don't let it take you. Listen, sister. Don't let it take your attention. So if this was said to the children of Israel, then what does that make you? Didn't these things happen to your people? Wasn't your people brought here on slave ships? Don't go nowhere, brother. Hear this word, brother. Right? Didn't these things happen to your people? Your forefathers? So what does that make you? It make you black? What does it make you? The who? The children. Say it with your, I know you can get louder than that when you mad. Come on now. Say it louder. You see that? That means rise Israel. Right. Because these are the times that we have to understand, sister. Right? So now that you know that you Israel, I need you to be acting in your office. As the children of Israel. You are above all people. You got to carry yourself as such. I'm going to give you a few things. And then we're going to let you go. I'm going to give you my word. Right? I sped it up for you. Did I speed it up for you? Right? Let me get Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Let me get go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee? But
let's go to
we
don't do that.
Right?
Let me get
to
Exodus,
walk in all his
35.
ways,
Right?
And to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
That's how you love the Lord your God with all your heart and with your soul, is by doing what?
To keep the commandments.
To do what?
To keep the commandments.
Right? That's what you got to do. You got to do what your forefathers put down. Your forefathers, we ain't trying to keep the commandments. We don't want to be above all people. We want the wicked to rule over. Understand that this is why we haven't received no. You know anything about reparations?
My mom talks about it.
Reparations is repayment for the damage that a nation does to another nation. You got to pay them, right? Recompense. So they recompense, repayment, payment, right? In some form, have they repaid us for everything that they stole, took, murdered? Right? How they gonna put a felony on somebody, lace them up with a felony? Then America deserves much more than a felony, man. That's right. All the rape, rob, murder, pillaging, and gator bait, things that they did to us, and much more vile things than that, they owe us more. That's right. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand, you got to keep these commandments. Let's get this.
Book of Exodus chapter 30. Exodus chapter 35 verse 2.
Come on.
6 days shall work be done.
Now this is a commandment concerning what? The Sabbath.
That's right. But on the 7th day there shall be unto you an holy day.
Shall be what?
Shall be unto you a holy day.
Shall be unto you a holy day. Right? So the Sabbath is a holy day for you. It's the 7th day as well. Right? So how do you determine what's the 7th day? First of all, what's today right now? Friday, right? Okay. When is the 7th day according to the calendar? Sunday? You sure?
Oh, that's the start of the week. Saturday.
Saturday is. That's right. But when does the day start? When does the day start? Right? You know how they tell you with the clock, 12 o'clock? That's going into the next day, right? A new day, right? But did the children of Israel have a clock to go off of? So how do you determine when the day starts? What do they have to go off by the time?
The moon, the stars.
And what? The sun, right? Let's get that in Genesis. Well, I just talk it to you. Well, go ahead. Genesis chapter 1.
This is the book
verse 5.
This is the book of, you got it?
No, go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and verse number 5.
Bring it on.
And God called the light day.
No.
And the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning was the first day.
Yeah, that's a mighty word. And the evening and the morning was the first day. So when the sun goes down, that's when the day starts. You understand? So Friday night, that's us going into the 7th day. So when when the sun is completely down on Friday night, you're going into your Sabbath day. And you're supposed to keep it what? Holy. Keep it holy unto the Lord, right? No buying, no selling. You're not trying to go out and merchandise, buying and selling, right? Yeah, you about to get into it. Yeah, you're just saying you about to go eat and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Understand that from here on out, you want to keep that Sabbath, they keep it holy. That's right. Did you have that Exodus 31?
Yeah. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 31, 12.
Bring it on, sister.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel.
What's your name, sister? Nakiah Israel, right? Speak unto the children of Israel,
saying, Verily my Sabbath.
My what?
My Sabbath.
Come on.
Ye shall keep.
You shall what?
Ye shall keep.
Come on.
For it is a sign.
It's a what? It is a sign. It's a sign
between me and you.
Between us and the Most High.
between me and you.
Wow. Right. So the Sabbath, that's a sign between you and the Most High God.
That's right.
That's why your boss want to pay you more when you work on the Sabbath. That's when the best deals going on. The best deals are going on during the Sabbath.
That's right.
You see how against the Most High God this world is? They don't keep no Sabbath. That's for you, sister. You see what I'm saying? Right? Let's get into this. Leviticus chapter 11.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Bring it on.
And the
This is-
swine.
And what?
And the swine.
What swine? SWINE. It's what? Pig. Right? And the what?
And the swine.
Read.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed,
Read.
yea, he cheweth not the cud.
Come on.
He is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
So the pig is unclean. Bacon, pepperoni, right? All that stuff is unclean. Why you gonna eat something so disgusting? Hey, children of Israel standing before you, we are holy people unto the Lord. Why you want to eat something that's not meant to be eaten? It has a job. It's meant to kill the earth. Huh? Yeah, give me 1 second. Right? All I know is that the Most High God is telling you, sister, not to eat any swine. You eat pork?
Huh?
Dedicate that unto the Most High God. Commit that word to the Lord, because now you know that you are an Israelite. I don't care how hungry you get. Don't kind of get the pepperoni. I can't eat pork. I'm taking it off. If that pepperoni touched that pizza, it's defiled. Do not eat it. You're a holy people. Remember that.
I'm pescatarian.
What's that?
She only eats fish.
Oh, okay. Cool. So we're going to get into this next part. Keep going.
Of their flesh shall you not eat, and of their carcasses shall you not touch.
So don't
They
even
are
touch
unclean to you.
That's right. Don't even touch the pork. Read.
These shall you eat of all that are in the waters,
Right?
whatsoever have fins and
And
scales.
Whatever has what?
Fins and scales.
So whatever has fins and scales,
In the waters,
Uh-huh.
in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
anything that's in the water, that you want to eat, it has to have what? Fins and scales. What is something that our people eat that don't have fins and scales? They love it. Crab is one. Shrimp.
Crawfish,
Read. I mean,
Yeah.
what else?
lobster tail.
Right. So
Oysters.
check. Right. So look, even all the little sea moss and stuff like that, you want to leave those things alone. Anything that's in the water that you eat, it has fins and scales. So, sister, I want to let you know, you can eat your salmon. You can eat your like I say, anything that has
Bass, sea
bass,
snapper.
right? You want to eat anything that has fins and scales. Leave all those things that are supposed to clean the waters alone. That's why you want to know why fish are beaching themselves and animals are dying in the water, because they keep pulling out all the things that naturally supposed to clean, all the organisms that clean the water.
That's right.
They pulling all that stuff out the waters, right? So one more. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5, and then we're gonna be done. One more law, one more commandment, and we done.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, and verse 5.
Read.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Come on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Wait, I can't wear no skirt?
Neither
shall a man put on a woman's garment.
I can't wear no dress?
Neither shall a man put on no woman's garment.
See that?
I agree with that.
Right. But what is it something that women wear that only men are supposed to wear?
Drawers,
Who?
drawers, boxers.
Well, that's an undergarment. Yeah, you shouldn't wear that either, but what else?
Suits.
Something that, okay, you got to realize, yeah, suits, that's a good one. But they might be thinking it's talking about a suit with a skirt on there.
They switch it up around.
So what if it got the skirt on there? You can wear it, right? If you got a skirt, you can't wear it as a woman?
Wear a full skirt. A skirt.
Oh,
Okay, so a woman can wear a skirt, but what makes that suit turn into a man's suit?
With the tie, bow ties.
What else?
you were close where you were standing at.
Look around.
Y'all just giving away the answer, man. I want her to work for it, man.
She working, brother. She working.
He had the labor for this. No, I was kidding. Go ahead. Huh?
Yeah.
There you go. When you go to the restrooms, you want a sign, right? You want a token. There you go.
There you go.
So, what does that mean? That pertains into a man. Pertain means Even if you try to put a butterfly on it and some flowers, it still pertains unto a man. Leggings and all this, that, and the third. Hosen. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9.
Oh.
In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So now that's going into the spirit of that law. The spirit behind that is what? You're supposed to show yourself in modesty. Right? You want to be modest how you move about, especially around your brothers.
That's right.
You see? You want to make sure that you're covered up, right? It's a way that you can dress where you don't look like an old lady or whatever, but go ahead.
So you're saying don't look like a whore?
Plain. That's
I'll say
plain.
this.
That's right. So you shouldn't be showing.
Classy is the word.
Right, you're going to be
That's right.
classy. You want to be, like the scripture, modest. Read.
Modest.
Book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 28. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
So you got to realize the things that you're picking up to do, that's how you be delicate with your brother.
That's right.
You're delicate with the things that you know that he deals with. The Lord said, give me Ezekiel 11 and 5. You got to understand something,
Okay,
sister.
this gotta be the last one.
Yeah, you got to understand this though, sister. When you're showing yourself to be a light like that, right? You're not, you're quiet when you are covered up.
That's right.
When you kind of walking around, letting it all hang out, right? Those things are loud. You see what I'm saying? Read. 11 and 5.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 11 and verse 5. The Spirit of the Lord fell upon me and said unto me, Speak, thus saith the Lord. Thus have ye said, O house of Israel.
Come on.
For I know the things that once come into your mind, every one of them.
The place gonna close.
Keep going. He said, I know everything that come into your mind. You see that? So you have to be able to do this work that we tell you, this commandments, so that you can understand, hey, I got to look out for my brother. Got to put on modest clothing, right? Modest apparel. I can't defile my body by eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and eating shrimps and so on and so forth, and running amok in your body, right? And you got to keep the Sabbath day, right? So again, what are y'all? Y'all black?
No,
What are you?
children of Israel.
You, sister? That's right. Right? Get them a fly. Y'all subscribe. Hey, and we're going to see y'all on your way. Right? No pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. No pork on your fork, no swine on your mind. And if you a what? You a Jew? That's right.
Jeremiah 17. That was
No.
Mighty.
Let's go to Jeremiah 9 and 24. Huh? 2 minutes, Con. Jeremiah 9 and 24. Let me get Deuteronomy 27 and 9. Real quick for the sisters. For they leave.
Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse 9.
Read it all.
And Moses and the priests of the Levites spake unto all Israel.
Come on.
Take heed and hearken, O Israel.
Oh, what? Oh, Israel. What? Oh,
This day thou art
this what? This day. This what? This day. Come on.
thou art become the people of the Lord thy God.
You have become what? The people of the Lord thy God. They no longer black. They what? The people of the Lord thy God. All right. With that, we bid y'all farewell. Shalom. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Give them a fly. They got a fly. Come on, bring that out.
Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 24.
All right, sisters. Y'all make sure y'all study up. All right? Keep going. Y'all keep growing in this thing, right?
But let him that glorify glory in this.
Read it again.
Bye, guys.
But let him
Sisters.
that glorieth glorify in this.
Glorifying this.
That he understandeth and knoweth me.
That he what?
That he understandeth and knoweth me.
Come on.
That I am the Lord.
That I am the what? That I am the Lord. That the Most High God is Lord, man. We supposed to be doing the things that are pleasing unto him, right? And that's what we doing out here, right? Hey, we are nothing until we make it, man. Let me get in Luke 17 and 10, and then I'm gonna step off, man.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 17, and verse number 10. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which I commanded you, say, we are a profitable servant.
Come on.
And we have done that which was our duty to do.
So that what you just seen, Israel, we doing what is our duty to do, man. Right? We do it. Hey, woe to us if we preach not the gospel, man. Right? So we glory in the Lord. We glory in that we understand Him.
That's right.
So with that, hey,
Come Yeshua. Come Yeshua.
hey, shalom. Who else up?
Con.
How about you, Yashua? Nah. Mighty teaching. Mighty teaching. Oh, all praise to the Most High.
Come Yeshua.
Come Yeshua.
Come Yeshua.
Come Yeshua.
Right? Call me Shella.
Come Yeshua.
Call me Shella.
Come Yeshua.
We get First Corinthians, Second Corinthians chapter 2, verse 17. Let me get Colossians 3 and 17 real quick, Bob. Right, we all. So you got to bring it out, King.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
And whatsoever ye do, in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shah.
Right.
Giving thanks to Yahweh and the Father by him.
Right, we are the Israelites, man. We come out here week in and week out, pick up our people, man.
That's right.
So-called blacks, so-called Americans, man, African Americans,
That's
so-called
right.
Native Americans, man, and so-called Hispanics, man, to come back to your true nationality according to the Bible, man.
That's right.
Right? We come out here in sincerity because we really love our people, man. We love our brothers, man, and we want to have them come back to the commandments, man. We want to see them get the kingdom, man. We really love our people, man. Bring us out.
Book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
For we are not as many which corrupt the word of God.
Yeah, Romans
But as
13,
of
11.
sincerity. But as of God.
As of what?
As of God.
Sincerity.
As of what?
As of sincerity.
The Lord say?
But
As
as
of sincerity.
As of sincerity, man. You got to have a sincere heart, man. You got to really care for your people, man. You got to have a lot of compassion. You got to have love. You got to have patience. You got to have the fruits of the Spirit, man.
Right.
Ultimately, you don't have the fruits of the Spirit, and the Lord comes back, He's going to check and see what kind of fruits you got, man.
That's right.
He's going to check for the fruit, man. He's a husbandman, and He's coming to the vineyard,
Right.
right? And we all working in the Lord's vineyard. He's trying to come see what you got, man. What you going to have, man? Keep going.
But as of God, in the sight of God, we in Hamashiach.
Right, we speak in the name of Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
We come out here week in and week out to speak in the name of the Lord, right? Let 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 20, Baba Shah.
That's right.
Right, because we're talking in the name of the Most High, right? We are literally the ambassadors for the Lord, right? They got ambassadors and embassies set up, man, all across this country, man. And in every country across the world, the so-called white man got ambassadors, man. Well, the Most High got his ambassadors, man.
That's right.
We got the men of the Lord, man.
That's right.
We go out here week in and week out to wake up all people, man.
That's right.
Representing the Most High and righteousness, man. Right, read.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
And that knowing the time.
And that what?
And not knowing the
The
time.
Lord say?
Not knowing the time.
Hey, man, you got to know what time it is, man.
That's right.
What time are we living in, man? Where are we at right now?
Last day.
Are you looking at the last days, man? We in the last days, man. We got prophecies kicking off left and right, man. Right? We got China getting ready to go to war.
That's
We
right.
got Taiwan getting ready to go to war. We got Russia and Ukraine at war. We got Israel, right? The so-called Israeli man at war with who, man? Iran, Iraq.
That's right.
All these prophecies are coming to pass. It's high time for the Israelites who are dead to kind of wake up, man.
Right.
It's time to wake up, come back to your nationality, going to America, man. That's it, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, no gray areas with the Most High. Read.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
That knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
What the Lord say?
Now that salvation nearer than when we believe.
Hey, your salvation is getting close, man. Brothers out here having visions, man. Right? We can see the kingdom. Right? We're literally trying to press forward towards the kingdom that the Most High has, man. Yahweh Shah is coming with a kingdom and He's coming quickly, man. And He's going to reward you based on what you do, man. On your works and what? And faith, man.
That's right.
You got to have faith, but you got to be doing the work. Right? You can't be a hypocrite in this thing, man. Right? Bring us out. 5 and 20. First, 2 Corinthians. 5 and 20.
Book of 2 Corinthians. Chapter 5 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
Now then, we are ambassadors of Hamashiach.
We are who?
We are ambassadors of Hamashiach.
Right? Hold up. What's going on, King? Y'all come talk to me, man. What's going on? Right? You got a couple minutes? I can show y'all who y'all are according to the Bible, right? What's your name? What's your Yeah, what's your name? Jaden? What's your nationality? American and Jamaican? What's your father? Yeah,
Okay, Mike.
he's Jamaican. Right, so check this out, right? You believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible, right? You ever find Jamaican in the Bible? Nah, you don't find Jamaican, you don't find African American in the Bible, right? These are terms that aren't given to us, man. They were given to us by who? Our oppressors,
right? Let me get Psalms 49 and 11. Right, let me get Isaiah 1 and 3. Right?
Psalms chapter 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Their what?
That their houses shall continue forever.
Right? So if a nation is in rulership like America right now, right, they think it's going to last for a lifetime, man. They don't think another nation is going to be stronger than him, right? They didn't think that North Korea would get nukes. They didn't think Russia would get nuclear missiles, man. Right? We didn't think China would get nuclear missiles, man, getting ready to go to war and at war, right? And we have the Egyptians, all these other nations before us, right, were doing what? They were thinking they were going to rule for a long period of time. It's the same thing with this place, right? Read.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
Right?
They call their lands after their own name.
What they do?
They call their lands after their own name.
Where's that sign at? Right? You got the sign over here, man. Right? Check this out, King. Right? You got so-called America. Right? It's a prophecy we just read out of Psalms 49 and 11. Right? That America was named after who? An Italian mapmaker. Amerigo Vespucci. Right? He drew the map of America, okay, and renamed it after his last name. So you can't be the whole continent. Right? You're not all of America. You're not American. And that's a white dude. You know, you don't come after a white guy, right? You weren't born from a white dude. And Africa was named after Cornelius. He defeated Hannibal in the Second Punic Wars in 202 AD. He's a white dude. When he defeated Hannibal, he renamed that whole continent after his last name, Africanus. There's over 50 continents, there's over 50 countries literally in Africa. Which one do you come from? Because you're not the whole thing. Right? If you talk to a real African, he's going to tell you what? I'm from Zimbabwe, right? From Kenya, right? He's going to give you a tribe and tell you where he's from. We the only ones, the only people that call ourselves the whole continent, man. Right? So you can't be African because he's a white dude. You can't be American because he's a white dude. So now you're not black, right? You're a shade of brown. If you look at my boots, man, what color are my boots? My boots are black. See what I'm saying? You're not that dark. You see what I'm saying? You will be a shade of brown. Right, so check this out. Read this.
Look at Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his own.
The what?
The ox knoweth his own.
Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
Right, and the jackass. So we got the Most High God comparing his chosen people, right, to two dumb animals, man. Right, so if you have a donkey and you take him off your farm and you drop him 2 miles up the road, he'll find his way back to your house because he knows how to get home. And if you have an ox, I try to come to your farm and try to call it, he's not going to come to me because he knows that you're the master. He knows who the master is, right? But guess what? But who?
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But what?
But Israel.
God's chosen people, right? Read.
Do it not know.
They don't know who they are. They're walking around right now calling themselves African American. They're calling themselves Jamaican, Puerto Rican, Colombian. All these terms given to them by who? Their oppressors.
Right.
And the people that literally put them into slavery. You know what I'm saying? They're not calling themselves what the Lord called them, right? Read.
My people.
Who?
My people.
All people.
My people.
The Lord's chosen people, read.
Do it not consider.
They don't even give a damn who they are. Right. When you look in the mirror every day, man, you know you brown, you call yourself black. That's crazy. See what I'm saying? Like, give me the Jeremiah 17:4.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. Thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Shall what?
Shall discontinue from thine heritage.
What cell phone service you got, bro? What's your cell phone service you got? T-Mobile? So if they call you, right, King, and they say, hey, T-Mobile calls and they're like, hey, man, we about to discontinue your cell phone service, what happens? It's over, right? No more text, no more IG, right? No more Facebook, can't make no phone calls because your phone is cut off. It's the same thing the Lord is telling the Israelites. They about to get discontinued. From what?
From thine heritage.
From who?
From thine heritage.
Your heritage, their way of life, right? Their culture, what they eat, what they drink, right? What they wear, what holy days they celebrate. That's someone's culture. They about to get cut off from that entire thing. Right? Keep going.
That I gave thee.
Right?
Now what caused thee to serve thine enemies.
Serve who?
Serve thine enemies.
Their friends.
Serve thine enemies.
They're going to come to a land that they don't know and they're going to serve their enemies, man. Right? People who hate them. Right? Read.
In the land which thou knowest not.
Right?
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever.
Right. So we're going to show you out of the Bible what's your nationality. Okay, King? That's what we're going to show you right now, right? Bring us out. Deuteronomy.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all Israel.
Moabites.
Unto all Israel.
Ammonites.
Unto all Israel.
So Moses is having a conversation with one group of people, all right, King? And the people who he's talking to, he called them what?
Unto all Israel.
What do he call them, King? Israel. So that's the context. We got other people walking by, right? They're not pertaining to our conversation. Doesn't matter what they think or what they say, because I'm only talking to you, right? Keep going. Let me get 28:15.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
right?
If thou wilt not hearken.
If thou will what?
If thou wilt not hearken.
The Lord said, hey, if you don't listen, right, to what I'm about to tell you, right, read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
To listen to the voice of the Lord, right, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Just some of his commandments.
To do all his commandments.
Just 10 of his commandments.
To do all his commandments.
How many commandments the Lord wants us to do? Read it again.
To do all his commandments.
How many?
To do all his commandments.
How many we got to do? All of them, right? We got to do all of them. I got a son, right? My son is literally 11 years old. I tell him all the time, I say, yo, you got to clean your room, take out the garbage, and do the dishes. Those are my commandments to him in the house. If I come home from work and he don't do it, you think I'm going to be happy? Hell no, you're going to catch a good old-fashioned passionate ass whooping. See what I'm saying? I'm going to take my belt off and that's it. I'm from the old school. I got my ass whooped. See what I'm saying? That's how it is. That's real love to my son. Because I can't let him around and have a whole dirty-ass house. See what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the Most High God and his kids. If his kids go off and the children of Israel, he's going to have to punish them. It's the same thing with the Most High and the same thing how I am with my son. Right? Keep going.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command you this day.
Read.
That all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these blessings.
All these curses.
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? If some brother come up here and he curse you out, is that good? Nah, it's bad. If the Most High God says, hey, I'm going to kill all of these black people because they're breaking my commandments, is that a good thing? No, it's a curse. See what I'm saying? To have the Most High God declare some death upon your life, man, that's a curse. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake.
He said, and it's going to overtake you to the point where you have no way out. Let me get 46. 46.
Verse 46.
Right?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
Turn around. You see that sign that says smoke shop? Right? What's that sign do for you? You can go there to get some smoke, right? What does Charlie's sign do for you? You could get some food, right? You can go to get some water. If you need to use the bathroom, there's a bathroom in there. So a sign is an identifying marker. The Lord is telling us that these curses are on the Israelites to identify who they are in 2024. Right? Keep going.
And for a wonder.
And for what?
And for a wonder.
And to make you think, right? How am I black? They call me that, but they ain't the same color as my shoes. They say I'm Jamaican, but I'm not really that. They say I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not a Puerto Riches, right? I'm not African American because I'm not two white people. Makes you wonder. You see what I'm saying? And we are the only ones who fit these curses. Keep going.
And upon thy seed forever.
For how long?
Forever.
2024.
Forever.
Forever, man. They're going to be upon our seed forever. This was prophesied 2,000, right? And it still fits us today. I'm going to show you a couple of curses that you fit right now, okay? To show you who you are in the Bible. And all these sisters too. I hope y'all listening. Because y'all are also, right, Israelites out of this Bible.
Right.
I'm proving to him who his identity is. I'm also proving to y'all who y'all identity is. All right? So listen and pay attention. All right? Keep going.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16.
Right?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
What the Lord say?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Who's cursed in the cities, man? Who's in the ghettos? Who's in the slums? Right? No matter where it is that we at. You could be in America. You could be in Europe. You could be in Australia. Right? Who's last hired and first fired? You see what I'm saying? Us. The so-called black man, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans. This is a curse out the Bible that only fits one group of people. And what else?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
The Lord said,
and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Curses will be in the field, man. The sugarcane fields, the tobacco fields, the cotton fields, right? Only our people was cursed in these fields, man. Right? We the only ones marching right now, hands up, don't shoot. We don't see Chinese man walk marching, hands up, don't shoot. We don't see the Arab man have to march to try to get justice. He not getting shot down in the streets, right? Trayvon Martin, Orlando Castile, Eric Garner. They're not getting shot down in the streets. They fine. They can come over here, get a 7-Eleven and they Gucci. See what I'm saying? And they go back to their own neighborhoods where they got sidewalks and everything is clean. Right? Keep going.
Verse 32.
Right?
Thy sons and thy daughters.
Lord say?
Thy sons and thy daughters.
Read.
Shall be given unto another people.
Whose sons and daughters was given to other people, man? Black people. Right? But the Lord ain't talking to black people out the Bible. He's talking to the Israelites. Right? So if Master Jackson came to Master Johnson's plantation and he said, I want these 5 niggas for a barrel of wheat and shipped them off all the way to Georgia, wasn't nothing our forefathers could do about it, man. All we sitting down is do what? Swing low, sweet chariot.
Right.
Hoping to get the heck up out of here, man. But we couldn't do nothing. We had no army, no military, right? Read.
And thine eyes shall look and farewell longing for them all the day long.
Right.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
There shall what?
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
We had no military. We had no weapons. We couldn't get out of the captivity that we was in. Even if we wanted to try, all we could do was try to run away and we got shot down. You see what I'm saying? All right, let me get 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
A what?
An astonishment.
Read.
A proverb.
Uh-huh.
And a byword.
And a what?
And a byword.
Right? Hey, the Most High God said we'll be an astonishment. Brothers come up here and say they African American, that's an astonishment. Because we know that they're not from two continents. Right? You're not a byword, because that's what anything that the Lord calls you that's outside of your God-given nationality. Right? Being called Jamaican, Haitian, right? All these things are bywords because the Lord never called you. Right? And he said what else? A proverb, right? A smart saying. An elevator can raise a family, not a black man. All niggas like watermelon. All black people like chicken. That's not true. Yeah. But these are proverbs that these other nations have on our people, man. Right, let me get 1 Kings 9 and 7, barbershop. Right? 1 Kings chapter 9 and verse 7. And let me get Isaiah 65 and 15, barbershop. Right?
Isaiah.
Okay, you got Isaiah? Bring it out.
Book of 1 Kings chapter 9 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And I will, then I will cut off Israel.
I will cut off who?
I will cut off Israel.
Right? The Lord is saying, hey, he's going to cut off Israel. And check out what he says, right? Read.
Out of the land,
right?
Which I have given them.
Uh-huh.
And this house, which I have hallowed for my name.
That the Lord hallowed us for his name. He separated us, man, right? That's that word holy, Kadash, right? The Lord separated the Israelites. Read.
Will I cast out of my sight.
Uh-huh. And who?
And Israel.
And who?
And Israel.
Shall be what?
Shall be a proverb.
A what?
A proverb.
A what?
A proverb.
All niggas like watermelon.
A proverb.
I like chicken.
A proverb.
A proverb. The Lord said that Israel was going to be called a proverb, man. Right? Read.
And a byword.
And a what?
And a byword.
And a byword. Being called outside of your God-given nationality. This was prophesied 2,000 years ago, King. Right? So these only fit our people. The Arab man, he knows where he can go back home to. Right? The Chinese man can go back to China.
Right.
The Japanese man can go back to Japan.
Right.
Where the hell are we going? Around the corner? Back to New York? No. We got a place we can go to, man. It's Jerusalem. We never been there because we've been in captivity and we've been breaking the commandments of the Most High God. Right? Go back, King. You got it. You got Isaiah 65. Bring it up.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 15.
Out.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
54. And you shall what?
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
Right?
Unto my chosen.
Read.
For the Lord God shall slay thee and call his servants by another name.
Jamaican.
By another name.
African American.
By another name.
Cuban.
By another name.
Hey, the Lord said he's going to call us by another name. And you came up here and you called yourself another name. You didn't call yourself Israel. You didn't say you was a Judite, right? You didn't say you was a Benjamite, man. Right, from the tribe of Benjamin. Because that's where your father would be from. You would be from the West Indies, from the tribe of Benjamin. You would be an Israelite. Right? And if y'all are so-called black sisters, right, or call yourself quote-unquote African-American, y'all would be Israelites from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
Right? All praise to the Most High. Right? Now bring out 54.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54.
I'm going to give y'all 2 more curses. All right? And this is how we know without a shadow of a doubt that we are the Israelites. Right? Read.
So that the man that is tender among you,
right,
and very delicate.
Hey, if you have something, you get a package, and they say you got to handle it delicately. How you got to handle it? With what? With care, right? That's how we used to be towards one another. I used to be like, hey, brother, how your family doing, man? How's your moms? How's your pops? Right? I would ask you, hey, sister, how's your family doing? We really care. Do you need anything? Right? You need some food? Y'all got enough? That's how we used to be. Now, keep going.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
The Lord say,
his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
What's that sound like today? They got a term for it. His eye shall be evil toward his brother. I hate him. What else they say? They mean mug. What else they do? Right? Hey, black on black crime, man.
Right.
That's what it's called. They call it black on black crime, brother. You see what I'm saying? But this is out the Bible. This is a curse that only fits our people. The white man ain't mean mugging white people. Right. The Japanese man ain't mean mugging Japanese people. Right? You got the Chinese man, he not mean mugging his people, man. They actually bow to each other, man, and show each other respect. We the only ones who don't do that. We can't show respect to our people because we hate each other so much, man. And this is a curse out the Bible. Right, read.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Baby mama drama, man. Domestic violence. All people lead, you know what I'm saying, in that statistic, man. always beating up our black sisters, man. They growing up without their fathers, right? And then he wonder why they choose a man who does the same exact thing, because that's all they seen their whole life. You know what I'm saying? And they're not keeping the commandments, right? Read. Let me just give you these last two, all right, King? Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Which what?
Which he shall lead.
Who's known for growing up in single family parent homes? Black people, right? But the Lord ain't talking to black people. You see what I'm saying? The Chinese man, he got his whole family structures. There's no independent Chinese women, right? Talk about, hey, I could be the mom and the dad. No. You see what I'm saying? It's only our people, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, right? I'm going to get you the last curse. All right, this is the last one. This 68.
Verse 68.
Right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So you know the story of Moses, right? How they split the Red Sea, let my people go, right? Now they're on the other side. The flood just happened. He closed the waters. The Egyptians died, all right? Now they're standing. They just got the commandments off of a mountain, and he's getting ready to tell them these commandments, right? This is what he says. He says, I'm going to bring them back into Egypt. Now, what were they doing when they was in Egypt the first time? Were they free? Nah, what was they in? They was in slavery, right? Let me get Exodus 20 and 2 real quick. So I'm going to prove that to you, right?
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Right?
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
Out of the house of bondage.
So that word bondage in Hebrew is called Mizraim. It's between a rock and a hard place, where it literally represents slavery. So whenever you see that word in the Bible, you see Egypt, think about slavery, okay? Now think of this too, right? If you guys go down to downtown Orlando and get robbed, right? If you get robbed in downtown Orlando, then a week later, y'all are chilling at my house. We're all eating, right? And I said, hey, man, if y'all keep acting crazy, I'm going to take you to Orlando. What do y'all think about? Well, you got robbed, right? That's the same metaphor. The Lord is telling them, hey, man, I'm going to take you back into slavery if y'all mess up. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go back. It's a traumatizing experience, right? So bring this out, King.
Deuteronomy 20, verse 68.
Right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into slavery again with what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Say
with ships.
How do we get here? To this side on ships. This prophecy fits one group of people and one people only. You can look up whoever you want to look up in the Bible, right? The only people that ever went into slavery on ships were so-called black people, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, right? So if we the only ones who went into slavery, this got to be our book, right? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Hey, that's that hip talk. Moses said, hey, exactly how I'm telling you exactly how it's going to happen. Right, read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
He said you ain't never going to see your homeland again. We ain't never been to Jerusalem. We ain't never left. Half of us never left this country. Right. We've been literally standing here since 1619 up until now, man. From the time our forefathers got off them slave ships until now, we've been here ever since. Right, read.
And there you shall be sold.
You shall be what?
You shall be sold.
Hey, the Lord said as soon as you get off slave ships, you're going to be sold. Weren't we sold? On auction blocks to the highest bidder. Right, read.
Unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Unto what?
Unto your enemies.
We got sold unto our enemies, right? The so-called white man, right? He sold us. He was burning us and hanging us on trees, man, right? He was getting lynched every 5 seconds, trying to get away, right? He was raping our women. He was doing all types of atrocities, man, right? Read.
For bond men,
slave men,
and bond women,
and slave women,
and no man shall buy you,
and nobody would get you out of this captivity, right? So now, if I was to ask y'all, if y'all came up here again, right? And I said, hey, what's your nationality according to the Bible? What would you tell me? Judah. That's right. What would you tell me? What would you tell me? You're a what? Judah? Khan, all praises. And sister, if I had to ask you what your nationality is now, what would you tell me? You still African American. After everything we just went through, we showed that did African Americans go into slavery on ships, or did the Israelites go into slavery on ships? Bring out 68 again, one more time for us.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With who?
With ships.
Right, sister? So your people are the only ones who went into slavery on ships. And the Lord's not talking, right? Let me get 29 and 1. He's not talking to African Americans. Right? Remember, those are 2 white men. Okay? You would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Okay? Don't forget that. That's your nationality. That's your heritage. That's who you are as a person. Okay? Bring it out one time.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 from the top.
Right?
These are the words of the covenant.
These are what?
These are the words of the covenant.
Right?
Which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
With who?
To make with the children of Israel.
To make with the children of Israel. Right? So he's an Israelite. You will be an Israelite, sister. You got any questions? Or can I you got some time for me to give you some commandments? Can I give you a couple commandments you can keep today? You want a flyer? Yeah, give you a flyer. Right? Deuteronomy 22:5. Right. And let me get Deuteronomy 7:6 real quick. I'm showing who they are.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people.
The Lord say?
For thou art an holy people.
Right, we're going to bring it out anyway. Keep going.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto who?
Unto the Lord thy God.
Hey, what's going on, King? What's your nationality according to the Bible? Huh? African? On your father's side? Well, I mean, you got to come from your father, right? So is your father, quote unquote, African or so-called black man? He's a black man? All right, let me get Numbers 1-18 real quick. Numbers 18.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse number 18.
Hold on, Salaki. You believe in the Bible, King? Yeah, King James Version. You believe in the Bible? Okay, you believe in God? All right, so you came up here and you showed me, you said a couple of things, right? You said out of the Bible, right, you will be calling yourself a so-called black man or African American, right? Just straight African. You know what tribe you from in Africa? Okay. Let me get Isaiah 11:11, right, real quick. Okay, hold on. It's all about your dad, so bring us out.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the same month.
Right.
And they declared their pedigrees.
They did what?
And they declared their pedigrees.
They did who?
And they declared their pedigrees.
Listening, King? So he said they declared their pedigree. You know what a pedigree is? You don't know? Pedigree is your lineage. All right, so when the Most High God was gathering the children of Israel together, he was having them declare their lineage by what?
After their families,
right?
By the house of their father.
By the woman.
By the house of their father.
By my mother.
By the house of their father.
Right, so your lineage is determined by who your father is. Right, because the men carry the seeds. Right? So if an Israelite seed is planted over here in America, you're still an Israelite just because you're in America. Right? If I go to Japan and have a son, is my kid now Japanese? Nah. He's what I am. You know what I'm saying? He's a black man just living in Japan. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about where your seed is. So if your father's a so-called black man, right, you would actually be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. All right, we're going to show you about how that's true out the Bible. Right, bring this out.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 11.
Right.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall say his hand again the second time.
Right.
To recover the remnant.
Cover what?
To recover the remnant.
Hey, the Most High is coming to recover the remnant, right, of his people. Scattered across the four corners of the earth. Right, you got us all the way out in Russia, Australia, North and South America. All right, read.
To recover the remnant of his people.
Right.
Which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt,
right,
and from Pathros,
read,
and from Cush, and from Elam,
read,
and from Shinar,
right,
and from Hamath, and from the isles of the sea,
and from where?
And from the isles of the sea.
Read.
And he shall set up an ensign for the nations,
right,
and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
Shall what?
And shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
That's what we're doing, man. Our job out here is really to come out here and wake up our people, man. The outcast, the lost sheep, man, that don't know who they are. They're walking around calling themselves African American. They call themselves black and Puerto Rican, right? And everything outside of their God-given nationality, right? Keep going, King.
And gather together the dispersed of Judah.
The what?
The dispersed of Judah.
What is this, brother?
The dispersed of Judah.
Hey, man, it's the dispersed of Judah right here, man. We looking at you, King, right? So that's the whole job and purpose as your brother, man, is to, one, show you who you are, and then show you how to come back to the commandments of the Most High God, right? Bring us out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 from the top.
Right.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all Israel.
So what's your name, King? Drew. Okay, come. My name is Jonathan. Right. So you and me are having a conversation. If somebody else walks by and they hear what we're saying, does it pertain to them? Right, but we called you over. Like, we wanted you to come over here. Like, brothers was listening, you know what I'm saying, waiting for you to come over here. You see what I'm saying? But if you and me are having a conversation, whatever we're talking about don't pertain to everybody else. They walking by. It's the same thing with this book. Moses is talking to one group of people only. He's only talking to the Israelites. All right? Let me get 28:15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
So the Lord is saying, hey, it'll come to pass if you don't listen, right? Read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Unto his voice, right?
To observe to do all his commandments.
Some of his commandments.
To do all his commandments.
10 of his commandments.
To do all his commandments.
So Drew, how many commandments were expected of the Israelites to get done? Read it again.
To do all his commandments.
How many? All his commandments. Right? My son, I use this example all the time. Right? My son's at the house. I tell him, hey, man, you got to take out the garbage, do the dishes, and clean your room. Those are my commandments to him in the crib. If I come home from school and he don't do it, you think I'm happy? Nah, he catching an ass whooping. That's point blank period. He gonna catch one. And then tomorrow he got another opportunity to get it right. That's grace. That's mercy. See what I'm saying? I'm giving him another chance. That's the same thing with the Lord. That's how he's dealing with us. He's saying, hey, I'm giving you a grace period to come back to these commandments. Right? Because we broke them. Read.
And his statutes which I command this day.
Right?
That all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
Drew, is a good thing or is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Somebody came up here and cursed you out. It's a bad thing. It's the same thing if the Lord Most High God curses the people, right? If he curses a whole group of people and that's death upon them, man, that's a bad thing, right? So we gotta, these curses only fit one group of people. That's how we know who we are, right? Keep going.
Shall come upon thee and overtake
Let me get 46.
Verse 46.
Right?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
Right? So what does Charlie's Steakhouse, what does that sign do for you? It's advertised, but what does it do? If you hungry, well, you know you can get food from there, right? Because the sign said there's food in there, right? You got to use the bathroom, right? Hey, that smoke shop sign says if people smoke, they go over there get some smoke, right? If you see that sign over there and it tells you to stop, hey, it's a stop sign, right? A sign is identifying marker. The Lord is telling his people that these curses are on them to identify who they are in 2024. Right. That's how we know that you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah if you fit these curses. Right. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit got to bear witness. Let me get Romans 8 and 16 real quick. All right? Keep going, King.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
And a wonder to make you think, right? A lot of times people come up here, they say they black. I tell them, hey, bro, you don't look like the same color as my black boots. And then they be like, you know what, you're right, I'm a shade of brown. That makes them wonder, makes them think. Like, damn, I'm really not a color out of crayon box, right? Read, bring us out.
Book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 16.
Right.
The Spirit itself bears witness.
What the Lord say?
The Spirit itself bears witness.
So the Spirit is going to bear witness, right? Your spirit is going to bear witness with these words or it's not, right? Read.
The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit.
With who?
With our spirit.
Our spirits, right? Read.
That we.
That who?
That we.
That's a possessive pronoun, man. We. Read.
Are the children of God.
Are what?
Are the children of God.
That we're the children of the Most High, right? And now we're going to read these precepts, these commandments to you, and if your spirit bears witness, you can be like, hey, man, I'm an Israelite, man.
Right.
And we're going to say, Kwame Shala, man. You see what I'm saying? Bring us out, all right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 16.
Right?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
The Lord say?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Who's cursed in the cities, Drew? Us. So-called black men. First hired, last hired, first fired. Right? We live in the ghettos and the slums. You know what the word ghetto means? You look it up. It literally means a place where the Jews reside.
Right.
That's what that means, man. They know who we are. They know that we the Jews. Because if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it where? In a book. That's a proverb that they have for us. Because they know that we're not going to read, man. Well, guess what? We picked up the book and we reading now. We reading now. Right? That's what the white man should have burnt this book if he never wanted us to be able to get back on top, man. Should have burnt this book, man. See what I'm saying? Keep going, all right?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And what?
And
Cursed shall thou be in the
What
field.
about that sign, man? Who was cursed in the sugarcane fields, man? The tobacco fields, the cotton fields, bro. Right? Yeah, you can use this one. All right? Who's cursed in the fields, man? Right? We bring these out here for our brothers and our sisters, man, so they can see visually what's going on, man. Like, who's cursed in the fields, bro? Because a lot of times they don't teach us in the school, man. They tell black people sold black people. No, Hamites sold Israelites, man. That's what happened, right? Read. Let me get that 32.
Verse 32.
Right?
Thy sons and thy daughters
Read.
shall be given unto another people.
Whose sons and daughters was given to other people, right? During slavery. During the times we was on the plantation in 1619, man. Right? If Master Jackson came to Master Johnson's plantation and said, I want these 4 niggas for a barrel of wheat, wasn't nothing he could do about it. Right? Keep it going.
And thine eyes shall look in
right on this earth when we lived in Israel, you could go in your backyard and you had an olive garden. So you had cattle, you had sheep, right? You had all of these things in your backyard where you could go and literally sit down and pick it up for yourself. You see what I'm saying?
Shall sin against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
And in what?
And in nakedness.
If you're thirsty, right? If you're naked, right? How y'all doing? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? So y'all Native American on your father's side? Y'all believe in the Bible? Yeah, of course. Yeah? Okay, so what we're showing is, right, who are people according to the Bible. I heard some right? So we're catching us Drew right now, and we're showing him who he is according to the Bible. Right? So he just found out, finding out, that he will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Right?
Let's try to cover it back
You
up.
guys say you're Native American, right?
Nobody's saying it in the chat. He checked the chat. He watched. Yeah, chat. I want to see it.
We'll get over here before white man. That's in the Bible, right? 2nd Ezra 13 and 40. Right? Keep going, King. But we're going to pick it up with him, and then we're going to bring y'all back in a second, all right? But y'all stand right here.
And in one of all things.
And in what?
And in one of all things.
So, Drew, we were talking about how if you're thirsty, you got to go to the white man, right? Because, hey, man, if you have Poland Spring, Dasani, you put it in a water bottle, right? They come and they sell it to you. Water should be free. The Most High God literally rains water down from heaven, man. It's a felony to catch rainwater.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You can't even catch it anymore, right? If you literally have a water bill, you don't pay it, what happens? They cut your water off. Water should be free. Right. Exactly. Hey, that's a curse, bro. Right? Water should be free. And in nakedness, Fendi, Gucci, Prada, right? We don't own any of those textile mills. How do we pick $17.9 million worth of cotton and we don't own no textile mill? We can't even make our own shirts. That's a curse. We got to go to our enemies, right? Keep going.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He shall what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who had yokes of iron on their neck? What that sign at?
Right there at the top.
God. Who had yokes of iron on their neck, man? All people. Remember, the Most High God ain't talking about Africans, though. He's talking to the Israelites, right? He's saying, hey, y'all are going to have yokes of iron on your neck in this captivity you're going to be in, right? Read.
Until.
How long?
Until.
Forever. Until what?
He have destroyed thee.
Until you destroy it, right? If I have a dog, pit bull, and I try to train him, I could put a chain on his neck for 2 weeks, and every time he go across that line, I just yank him back. After two weeks, I take the chain off. He gonna stand right by me, cause he trained now. I can take the chain off. That's niggas in America, man. 1619, our forefathers was jumping off ships and dying in the Atlantic not to get here, and now we walking around in this place holding our hands, literally with our enemies, man. As if our forefathers wouldn't be dying and rolling over in the grave to see us looking like this right now, man. Like, what the heck is going on with us? We're so destroyed in our minds, we literally think that walking around hand in hand with our enemies is a good thing. It's not. They still hate us. We still get shot down in the street. Trayvon Martin, Philando Castile. It's still happening today from 1619 till now. I mean, nothing's changed. It's just you don't got chains on your neck no more. You got chains on your mind. Right? Read.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate,
right?
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
His what?
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Right? It's another curse that fits our people, right? We have evil eye towards our brothers, right? What they have a term for it today. What do they call that?
Jealousy and stuff like that. People like basically like envy, like most black men don't want to see other black men.
Right, black on black crime. Right. That's what they call it. It's plain. But that's out the Bible. That's a curse that only fits the Israelites. Because if you have something, if you get a package and it says it's delicate, how do you handle it? Carefully. He said, hey, we used to handle our brothers delicately. I used to be like, hey, yo, how y'all family doing? Right? I used to be like, yo, how's your father? How's your mother? Y'all got food? Y'all got stuff at your house? Y'all got water? Y'all all right? Y'all straight? You know what I'm saying? We used to really care. Now, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in New York. If I accidentally bumped into a brother in New York, man, he might try to pull out a gun and kill me. Right? I stepped on his J's, now I gotta fight him. You see what I'm saying? That's only us. We don't see Japanese people running around fighting each other. We don't see, you know what I'm saying? Chinese people running around fighting the Arab man. They don't be fighting each other like that. It's just all people that got this evil eye. Right? And what?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Baby mama drama. Domestic violence. We are the highest rated in the entire world in that, man, when it comes to that. It only fits our people. That's another curse. right? Read.
And toward the remnant of his children.
Toward the what?
Toward the remnant of his children.
Read.
Which he shall lead.
No, he's going to stay.
Which he shall lead.
I'm going to be there with my son.
Which he shall lead.
How many fathers are leaving their homes in black homes, Hispanic, and Native American homes? How many? We lead the whole world. Hey, but that's a curse out the Bible. It only fits all people. It's not all people. You know what I'm saying? The white man got his house, right? You don't see any Chinese independent black women independent Chinese women walking around talking about, hey man, I can be the mom and the dad. No. They got their whole family structure. We the ones growing up without our fathers. Because it's a curse from the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? That only fits one group of people. Right now, look, now we're going to get you with the last curse. This is the home run hitter, right? How did our people get over here on this side of the world? Slave ships. On slavery, right? And even the so-called Native Americans, right? Y'all got here, right, in 14-something, but y'all still got put into slavery. Y'all came over here on boats. Same thing happened to Hispanic men. Right, same thing happened to so-called black men. We all came over here on this side of the world by one mode of transportation. Now let's read it to you out the Bible. Bring us out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So y'all know the story of Moses? Right, let my people go. Right, Drew? He parted the sea. He came through on the other side. Right, they got the 10 Commandments off of a mountain. Right, so now we're picking up right there. Got the 10 Commandments off a mountain. Drew, this the last one I'm gonna give you, all right, King? Right here. You listening, Con?
Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
Right?
I am the Lord thy God.
I am what?
I am the Lord thy God.
Read.
Which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Right?
Out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt?
Out of the house of bondage.
Egypt is the house of bondage, right? You look up that word in Hebrew, it's called Mizraim, between a rock and a hard place. All right, let me get Judah 5 and 11, right, real quick. Because were they free? Were the Israelites free when they were in Egypt building pyramids? Nah. Right? You got it? Bring it out.
The book of Judah, chapter 5 and verse 11.
Right?
Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them.
The who?
Rose up against them.
The king of Egypt rose up against them, right? Read.
And dealt subtly with them.
Subtly, man. That's sneaky, man. He's rolling around trying to sneak around, trying to see, hey, man, how can I kill these Israelites, man? That's what he's doing. Right? Read.
And brought them low with laboring in brick.
They were laboring with brick. You see what I'm saying? Read.
And made them slaves.
And what?
And made them slaves.
What were we?
And made them slaves.
So when you think of the word Egypt, you got to think of slavery. Right. That's what the Lord is talking about. So when you see and you read Egypt in the Bible, it's synonymous with slavery. Let me get Revelation 11 and 8. Because we got to show you about what this time is, right? Because we're not physically back in Egypt, but this is a spiritual Egypt.
Book of Revelation.
Right?
Chapter 11 and verse 8. Bring it out. And their dead body.
And what?
And their dead body.
Trayvon Martin.
And their dead body.
Philando Castile.
And their dead body.
Eric Garner.
And their dead body.
Read.
Shall lie in the streets.
Shall what?
Shall lie in the streets.
Shall lie in the streets, man. Our dead bodies are lying in the streets left and right, man. Constantly. If a blue and white cop pulls up behind you, man, hey, this could be your last day if you're a so-called black man.
Right.
If you're so-called Native American, if you're so-called Hispanic, that could be your last time you never make it home, man. Right? Read.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street.
Lie in the street, read.
Of the great city.
Of the great city, which is America.
Which spiritually.
Literally.
Which spiritually.
Physically.
Which spiritually.
Spiritually is called what?
It's called Sodom.
And what?
And Egypt.
It's called Sodom, right? Because Sodom and Gomorrah, right? That's literally where they were running around being all types of homosexuals.
Right.
Who promotes homosexuality more than America? You could be nobody. They literally took the Lord's rainbow, right? If you read Genesis 9 and 13 and turned it into a symbol of homosexuality.
Right.
When that's a covenant that the Lord made with Noah that he wouldn't destroy this place with a flood. That's what the covenant means. The rainbow doesn't mean what they say it is now. Right? And you could be a transformer, transgender, whatever the hell you want to be in this place. That's why it's wicked. It is. That's what I just said. Out of Genesis 9 and 13. It's a covenant that the Lord made with Noah. That he wouldn't destroy this place with a flood. Okay? Right? So, and Egypt, because what? Let me get that picture. Why you ever seen on the back of the dollar, they got a pyramid? Yeah, look at this. Why is the pyramid on the back of it? Because it's not Illuminati. It's because they know who they went and got. The same people who built this was the Israelites, is the same people who built America. The Israelites. Yo, man, my forefathers got up them slave ships and picked $17 trillion worth of cotton and built this damn place.
Right.
That I can't wait to see burn the fuck up, man.
Right.
Can't wait for this place to get destroyed, man. See what I'm saying? But hey, that's why they put the pyramid on the back of the dollar. They showing you that y'all Israelites and y'all don't even know it. Because the same people who built this place built up that place. Right? So this is a spiritual Egypt. Right? So now we know that this is slavery. So let's go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Right? And the dollar is literally made out of cotton. What we picked. You see what I'm saying? Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's bringing us into slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With who?
With ships.
How do we get here?
With ships.
We got here with ships. What group of people went into slavery on ships?
Blacks, Hispanics, Americans.
Right. That's our people. He's talking to the Israelites. He ain't talking to the black man. We went into slavery on ships. Right. My forefather got off a slave ship. I'm saying it was a slave on a freaking plantation in Virginia. That's why my last name is Gilbert. I got an English last name. I'm not an English man. I'm a Hebrew. I'm an Israelite for the tribe of Judah. That's who I am. Right? Keep going, King.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Right.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
He's saying that's hip talk. We the only ones who talk like that. He said, hey man, you ain't never gonna see your homeland again once y'all get off these slave ships. And what happened to us as soon as we got off?
There ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
You shall be sold.
You shall be who?
You shall be sold.
Who got sold? On auction blocks. Israelites. Our people, man. Our forefathers got sold on auction blocks, man. This is out the Bible. This is why pastors tell you to stay out the Old Testament. Because then you find out who you are. Get your nationality back. Get your heritage back. Your whole life back. Your culture. You're not going to walk around calling yourself Native American. You say, no, I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Gad. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Reuben. You're going to tell them who you are because you know who you are. And nobody can ever take you out. Y'all are kings, man, on this earth. Right? Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
What is the white man?
Unto your enemies.
Hey, the white man is our enemy. Right? Anybody who's going to walk around and burn us up, right? Where that picture at? Right? Yeah, this one right here, man. Anybody who's going to sit around and do something like that, man, and take selfies while young man is burning alive, that's not your friend. Even in 2024, they still doing the same damn thing. They not our peoples, man. That's wicked as hell to watch a man burn alive. That's wicked as hell. And he's smiling, man. What did the Lord call him?
Unto your enemies.
Unto what?
Unto your enemies.
The white man is your enemy, man. And he's not really white, he red. All right, just like I ain't really black, right? See what I'm saying? It's the word games that they play. Because they were all oppressors. If they didn't treat us right, they're not going to teach us right. You know what I'm saying? Right, keep going. Right.
Unto your enemies. For bondmen,
slave men,
and bondwomen,
and slave women,
and no man shall buy.
And nobody will redeem us from 1619 from the time we got off of them slave ships, right? Or if you were a Native American from the time you've been here before till now, we've never been free. We've always been under the oppression of the so-called white man. Right? So now, if I were to ask you, what's your nationality, right? You're not going to tell me Native American. You're not going to tell me black. What you going to tell me?
Israelite.
Now what? Now y'all Israelites. So now y'all know. Got it? Let me get Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel.
And now who?
And now Israel.
And now what?
And now Israel.
Hey, and now Israel. Right now y'all know who y'all are. Right now there's got to be some type of requirement. Same thing with my son. He didn't do the commandments that I gave yesterday. Now he got another opportunity to get that fixed. See what I'm saying? Now he got time, he got grace. Right, read.
And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does the Lord require y'all? Right, read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
You got to fear the Lord, right?
To walk in all his ways.
You got to walk with the Most High.
And to love him.
And you got to love him, right?
To serve the Lord thy God.
Right.
With all thine heart and with all thy soul.
Read.
To keep the commandments.
What we got to do?
To keep the commandments.
What we got to do?
To keep the commandments.
What y'all got to do? You got to keep the commandments. It's simple, man. That's it. Y'all got to keep the commandments now. See what I'm saying? So what we going to keep going?
To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command you this day for thy good.
For thy what?
For thy good.
For thy good. Right? So y'all eat shrimp, crab, lobster. pork. You eat that stuff, right? So now that you an Israelite, right? I'm gonna show you can't eat those things, right? You stop eating that. Let me get Leviticus 11:7.
This is the book of Leviticus. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
And the pork, right? So what we're showing them, tell them who you know what you are right now. Right. He an Israelite. He just found out he's an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, man. We just broke it down to him in the Bible. Right? So if y'all got a couple minutes, after I give them a couple commandments, we can walk y'all through the same thing. See what I'm saying?
Good. Thank you, baby.
You're not good.
Nobody good but
Right.
the Most High God.
Matthew 19:17. But it's all right. We're going to keep going, right? We got again.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Right?
And the swine.
And the pork. Right?
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed,
right?
Yeah, he cheweth not the cud.
He what?
Yeah, he cheweth not the cud.
He don't chew the cud, right? So he divides the hoof and he's cloven footed, but he don't chew the cud. Okay, so pigs literally do a couple of things. They don't have sweat glands, so they can't sweat. And then whatever they eat, right? So if you have a cow eats grass, he eats it, digests it, he throws it up, eats it again, and digests it in his second stomach. That's chewing the cud. Okay, pigs don't do that. Pigs eat slop, they eat shit, they eat dirt. If you lay down in front of a pig alive, he'll eat you. Literally, he'll eat you alive. And all those parasites that are inside of him never leave him. Right, because he doesn't sweat. He doesn't have sweat glands. That's why the Lord said, hey, he's unclean, don't eat it. So why do you think our people have diabetes, high blood pressure, gout, right? Heartburn, heart disease, high cholesterol. We rated high in all of these things. Right? Why? Because, hey, man, we don't follow the Lord's dietary laws. We break this every single day. Let me ask you a question. If you have a Ferrari, what type of gas you putting in it? 93. You're not going to put 87 in there, right? Wow, what's it going to do? You're going to fuck up the engine. So guess what? Y'all are the Ferraris. Pork is literally 87. Don't put the pork in you. You need that 93, man. You need that salmon. You need that bass. You see what I'm saying? That's what y'all need. Y'all are literally the Ferraris. Y'all are the greatest things on the planet, man. You can't literally put some crap inside you.
Wake them up!
You see what I'm saying? And then what else? Keep going. Right?
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed,
right?
He cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
I can eat it.
He is unclean to you.
I like that pepperoni.
He is unclean to you.
Double baconator.
He is unclean to you.
It's unclean, bro. Don't eat it. And you guys are Israelites, so the Lord commanded us not to eat it. So y'all gonna stop eating pork? All praises. All praises. You gonna stop eating pork? You gotta stop eating pork, right? You gotta do it for the Lord, right? Let me get us Psalms 133. Yeah, you gotta do it for the Most High, man. Make haste, right? You gonna stop eating pork, King? Drew, you gonna stop eating pork, man? Okay, kind. All praises. Right. Hey, we can bring that up. Right. Yeah. We can get that too.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 16.
Right. Check this out.
For by fire and by the sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Right.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Right. So check this out. This is an end time prophecy. Okay. This is what's going to happen when the Most High God in Christ comes back. Okay. He's saying, hey, the slain of the Lord is going to be many. Because we know the apocalypse it ain't going to be nothing pretty. Christ's going to be out here slaying people left and right because they breaking the laws. Right. Read.
They that sanctify themselves.
They that what?
They that sanctify themselves.
Right.
And purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree. In the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Doing what?
Eating swine's flesh.
About the pork?
Eating swine's flesh.
They want to give it the bacon?
Eating swine's flesh.
Read.
And the abomination and the mouth shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
Hey, the Most High God's killing anybody who's eating pork when he come back.
That's right.
So if you love the Most High God and you don't want to get destroyed, stop eating pork.
Right.
It's plain. Because if you want to get destroyed, keep eating pork, man. Let the Lord catch you eating pork when he come back. It ain't gonna be a pretty sight. I don't know if you ever seen what a sickle is, man. A sickle ain't nothing. It ain't nothing nice to get stuck through it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to have that. Bring us out too, King. Psalm 133. You got that? I made haste. What's that? 133 and 6. 133. So like you got made haste. 133. Psalms 133. And what? He's already there. What's the precept? Psalms 133. I made haste. Oh, God. Right. So check it out. Yeah. God. So like it. Right. So ultimately, we're trying to show this brother is that you got to make haste, right? You got to be quick to go ahead and hurry up and keep the commandments, right? Because you don't have time. You see what I'm saying? We don't have time to wait. You could literally walk out of here today, hit by a bus, and that's it. But you had in your heart, hey man, I'm gonna just keep what? I'm gonna eat pork, man, right? Bring us out.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 6. I made haste.
I did what?
I made haste.
The Lord say,
I made haste.
you gotta make haste, man. Like King David, he ran quick, man, to go do what?
And delay not to keep thy commandments.
And did what?
And delay not to keep thy commandments.
He didn't delay to keep the commandments of the Most High God, right? So don't delay, King. You know what I'm saying? Make it up in your mind that it's something that you're going to do because you love the Lord. That's what you want, and you're an Israelite, right? So let me get
You got a question, huh?
You got a question? Go on.
So like 12 tribes, like Judah, right? Like he is descended from like Ham or something like that.
Did he come from Ham?
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't come from
Ever heard
Ham.
about, like,
Yeah, he came from Shem. Shem. Right, let me get, you want to get the lineage real quick? Come on. You want to get the Zondervan real quick. We want to show it to you out the Zondervan. All right? But ultimately, we'll show you the difference between the Hamites and the Israelites, right? Because the Israelites are not Hamites, all right? And we'll show you that real quick. Bring this out.
Zondervan Combat Bible Dictionary. Ham,
So these are the Hamites, right? Read.
the youngest son of Noah,
So Noah had 3 sons.
Yeah, 3 sons.
He's this the youngest one, Ham, right?
born probably about 96 years before the flood,
Right.
and one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
One of 8 people to live through the flood, right?
He became the
The
progenitor
progenitor means the father of. Okay, so Ham is the father of. It's going to tell you the nations that he is the father of. Read.
of the dark races.
Of the dark races, right? Read.
Not the Negro.
Not who?
Not the Negro.
Not the what?
Not the Negro.
Not the Negroes. So he's the father of all the other dark races. Egyptians.
Literally gonna say
Read it.
But the Egyptians,
The Egyptians,
the Ethiopians,
the Ethiopians,
Libyans,
the Libyans,
and the Canaanites.
and the Canaanites. That's who Ham is literally the progenitor of, not the Negroes. Because we are Israelites. We come from Shem. It's a different bloodline, a whole different lineage. All right, King? Okay. Right? So let me get finish on Leviticus 11 and 9. Bible shop. Right? So no pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Right? Those things you can't eat either. All right? I'm going to give y'all 2 more. I'm going to give y'all the Sabbath day after this. And I'm going to give y'all the yeah, we're going to talk about that too. And then we're going to tell you about your fringes. All right? Your dress code.
How do you follow like Abraham?
Right.
How do you feel like
So yeah, you can get Romans 9. Or you can bring that out. Romans 9. That 40. Or you can, yeah, going to maybe start at 7. 6 or 7. 9. Yeah, maybe start at 7. Start at 6. Right, so I'm gonna answer your question, and we get a couple more of these precepts. Go ahead, King.
Book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Not as the word of God hath taken none effect,
Right?
for they are not all Israel.
They are
what?
They are not all
So
Israel.
they're not all Israel, right?
Which are of Israel.
That are from Israel, right? There's some of our brothers and sisters, right? They're not going to come back to the Most High God. They're going to reject them. So even though they're Israelites, they're not going to be from us, right? But keep going.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham.
Neither because they're the seed of Abraham, right? So Abraham had 2 sons, right? He had Ishmael, then he had Isaac.
Right.
Ishmael, right, is the father of the Ishmaelites, but he's not an Israelite, okay? He didn't get the seed. His seed line literally went a different route, right, which went towards the wicked. The seed line of the promise went through Isaac. Then it went through Jacob, right? Read.
Are they all children? But in Isaac.
But in who?
But in Isaac.
No, Ishmael.
But in Isaac.
Esau.
But in Isaac.
In Isaac, right? So he's telling you the lineage, right? Shall what?
Shall thy seed be called.
Shall thy seed be called, right? Who we are. We come from that seed, right? So that's what it's saying. Even though that they worship, quote unquote, Allah, or they follow Abraham, they're not from the lineage of Isaac. They're from Ishmael. So the promises, they're not for them because it's only for the Israelites. Okay? So that's why Muslim is literally tissue paper at the end of the day. All of that stuff is recited from what? The Bible. Because when you read the Quran means what? To recite. What did they recite? Right? We got Babylon and Timbuktu. We can read to you who he was. And the first dude who came up with Muslim and Islam was literally an Edomite. He's a white dude. He's a white guy. Yeah, blow your mind. Because you want to hide something from a nigga, put it where? In a book, because we're not gonna read. We're not gonna read history, right? We're not gonna line it up with actual historical facts, because this is a record, right? If you look at it like this, you find this non-fiction. That means not fake. Fiction books, that's where the fairy tales are at. This book is always in the non-fiction because it's a real record about real people, and it really happened. You see what I'm saying? That's what this book is, right? Finish that out, okay?
Verse 8, that is, they which are the children of the flesh.
Right, so those children of the flesh come from Ishmael. Children of the flesh come from Esau. Children of the flesh come from Moab. All these other nations are the children of the flesh. The only ones that are the children of the promise are the Israelites. That's it. Right? Read.
These are not the children of God.
They are what?
These are not the children of God.
What is Ham?
These are not the children of God.
Ishmael.
These are not the children of God.
They're not the children of God. They're not the children of the Most High. Okay? It's only 12 tribes. That's it. Period. Right? Keep going. That's it on that.
But the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
The children of the promise are counted for the seed. And if we read up in Romans 9:4, he tells us who the promises are for. The Israelites. And that's it. It's always been for us. Okay? We're getting grafted back in. You just got grafted back in. You know what I'm saying? You found out who you are. Now you can come back to your nationality and keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? And just wait for the Most High to get up out of here. Right? Keep going, King.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
These shall you eat of all that are in the water.
So this is what you can eat. Another commandment that's in the waters. All right? Because you can't eat everything that comes out the water. Right? Read.
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
What's it got to have?
Fins and scales.
It's got to have fins and it's got to have scales. Right? Can you eat shrimp, crab, lobster? Nah, they don't have fins and scales. Right? And you know what those are? They're actually literally sea roaches.
Right.
Now, if you had an actual roach crawl across your burger, you going to eat the burger now? Hell no. You going to eat the roach? Hell no. Literally, because check this out. Fish, right? What do? They take shits in the water. When they do, it floats all the way where? To the bottom of the floor. Who cleans up everything on the bottom of the floor? The lobsters, the crabs, the shrimp. They literally clean up all the shit on the ocean floor. And then what? You got a dude out here going out in his boat, right? Casting his net into the water, pulling it up on his boat, dropping it off a Red Lobster, and charging you $16.99 with some butter and garlic, and you think it's okay. No, it's not. It's still a sin.
Right.
And it's still nasty as fuck.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's straight folly, man. You can't eat that. You see what I'm saying? It's garbage, literally. Same way you can't eat a pig. So you got to stop eating it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's logically disgusting. And the Most High gave us the cheat code. Right? Hey, the white woman, she can eat all the shrimp, crab, and lobster she wants. She's not an Israelite. We the Israelites. Right? We're the Ferraris. Okay? She's an 89 Buick. Okay? Who gives a damn? Who cares? They can eat whatever the hell they want. I don't care what they can eat till they die. I don't care. No. He said, what can they eat? Yeah. Right? Keep going.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right. So what? Keep going.
And all that have not fins and scales.
If it doesn't have fins and scales, it's plain, right?
In the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
It's an abomination, right? And the Lord hates all abominations, right? So you can't eat that. All right, I'm going to give y'all one more, then I'm going to let y'all slide, right? Let me get Numbers 15:38.
Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
The Lord say,
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Talking to y'all again, constantly. He's just talking to y'all, right? Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes.
Make them what?
Make them fringes.
Look at the bottom of all these brothers, man. They're garments, man. Mighty things hanging on the bottom of the garments, man. Right? These are fringes. So every brother, you know what I'm saying, they got, you know how Israel, we like to get right? He got red, he got the orange fringes, right? Brother got the black, got the gold, right? Hey, man, we get fly with it, man. You might match it with some Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we the salt, for real, right? Numbers 18:19, right? Keep growing.
Make them fringes in the borders of their garments,
right?
Throughout their generation.
For how long?
Throughout their generation.
As long as we generate into making babies, the Israelites need to have fringes on. That's what that means. Throughout their generations, right? If you generate and you're making a baby and you have a son, he needs to have fringes on. You have a daughter, she needs to have fringes on. They grow up and have kids, their kids need to have fringes on. Why? Because they're all Israelites. So he said, as long as you're generating and making babies, the Israelites